Hello, and welcome to Two Crones and a Microphone. I'm Sally, one of the Crones in the podcast, Two Crones and a Microphone. And I'm here to talk a little bit about mindfulness, what mindfulness is, and why you might want to consider using mindfulness as a practice. So I'm going to slip off now and do a screen. You should see a waterfall that says, take a deep breath. Release that breath. Take a deep breath again, breathing in through your nose and slowly release your breath, allowing all tension to be released with each slow breath. Why are we talking about mindfulness and mindfulness exercises? And maybe you already practice mindfulness and you're just listening to this short to see if I have something to say that can strengthen your current mindfulness practice. Or maybe you clicked on this link because this idea of reducing stress is new to you. Either way, welcome. Mindfulness is everywhere nowadays. For a lot of reasons, I think it's used in clinical practice for people. It's used in yoga. It's used in different forms of Buddhist meditation. And, it's made its way to the West so that we're using it in various ways in the West as well as the East. In short, mindfulness is the culmination of a moment by moment awareness of our surrounding environment. It's a practice or even just a way of being that helps us better cope with the difficult thoughts and feelings that cause us stress and anxiety in everyday life. With regular practice of mindfulness exercises, rather than being led on autopilot by emotions or a fight-flight response, influenced by negative past experiences or fears of future occurrences, we're able to harness the ability to root the mind to the present moment and deal with life's challenges in a current, clear-minded, calm, and assertive way. In other words, mindfulness helps us move from our fight-flight response to that relaxation response that we actually want to gravitate towards. Um, it helps us develop a fully conscious mindset free from the imprisonment of self-limiting and unhelpful thought patterns, right? Ways of thinking. And it enables us to be fully present to focus on positive emotions that increase our compassion and understanding of ourselves and others. With regular practice, we can grow our compassion, decrease our stress response, gain clarity, strengthen connection, and build resilience. And there is just a lot of research available to tell us how important this is for our physical and emotional well-being on a day-to-day basis. And while it's not my purpose to go through all that research today, there certainly is a lot available nowadays. I like to focus on looking at all of the senses. So there's a lot of different variations of this form of meditative practice. Um, and I put a picture up here purposely because you can choose to look at the environment where you currently are watching or listening to this short, or you can use the picture that I have posted um, on this particular recording. And after you take that deep breath and relax it, breathing in through your nose, slowly releasing your breath and allowing that tension to be released, I invite you to look around you and see 5 things and just make note of them. Maybe it's the waterfall that's on the screen or the brightness of the sun, but 5 things that you see. And when you've identified 5 things, I invite you to identify 4 things that you feel. Maybe if you're looking at this fall view in a waterfall, you feel a sense of peace or a sense of fear because maybe the outdoors is not a place where you feel safe. Whatever those emotions are, 4 things that you feel. And when you identify those 4 things, I invite you to identify 3 things that you hear. Maybe it's the neighbor's barking dog. Maybe it's the sound of an actual waterfall or the leaves rustling in the wind. But 3 things that you can hear. Are there 2 things that you can identify that you smell? Maybe it's the crispness of the fall. You can smell the leaves or the earth rising up. Maybe it's someone in your home who's cooking dinner. And then lastly, ask you to identify one thing that you can taste. Now look around you, identify, and name. And this is just a great example of one brief mindfulness activity that you can do anytime, anywhere, any part of the day. Thank you for joining in with 2 Crones and a microphone. This is Sally saying Kadishte, may you walk in beauty.
Hi, if you're enjoying 2 Crones and a microphone, please like this video and hit the subscribe button. Enjoy timeless wisdom from modern times, all served up by women in the know.